Hey everybody, welcome back to the shop. This is Todd with Industrial Comfort. For all you fly fishing enthusiasts out there, in the last video I made a little box for your flies. Now this had hidden hinges and some magnetic catches. Now in today's video I'm going to make a slight variant of that with a swing lid. It's a great addition to your kit, something that hopefully you'll have for a long time. You can make it for gifts, you can sell them if you want. Let me show you how to make one. I'm starting the project with this block of walnut. Now, it is 5.5 inches wide by 6.25 inches long, and it is roughly about 1 3/16 inches thick. And what I've done is I've marked 2 locations where I'm going to drill the 60 millimeter holes. Now, the circles are 60 millimeters that I'm going to be using for the magnetic. They're called dots. And what I've done here is I've drawn a line down the center, and I've made sure that it is roughly 45 millimeters in, 45 millimeters in from this side and that side. And then I've got another line that I've drawn here where I'm going to cut the piece of wood when I'm done drilling. But this is going to give us the 2 holes to use for our fly cavities. So I'll bring this over to the drill press and we'll start drilling. Now I've got this thing so that the depth stop will allow us to drill down probably about 3/4 of an inch. With 2 holes drilled, I'm now going to just trim off the excess over here so that we have equal distance on either side of these circles. Okay, with the box now shaped, and I've got probably about 8 or so millimeters between the outside edge and the holes here. And what I've done is, essentially at a 45-degree angle, I've punched these little divots with a punch. And the reason I'm doing that is that I'm going to drop these little ball bearings in, sorry, not ball bearings, they're actually BBs. And I am then going to take this piece of wood. Now this is a piece of white walnut, which I thought would contrast really nicely with the black walnut here. So what I'm going to do so I can ensure that I'm going to get a clean hole drilled through both. Now I want to make sure that I'm only drilling out the underside for the magnets. I'm going to, and again, this is a lot larger than the walnut, so it doesn't really matter how I orient it as long as the grain is kind of going the right way. So I'm going to kind of hold this in place with my fingers. I'm going to put this piece of wood over, and I'm going to tap it with a hammer to transfer the BBs. And as you can see, we've got some nice indentations here. So now we know exactly where to drill our holes. Now for the magnets, I'm going to actually use opposing sides here, and then I'm going to put the pivot here in the corner. And so I've marked out with some white tape here the depth that I need to go down. I'm using a 1/4 inch drill bit for 1/4 inch magnets. So for the next part, for the pivot, I'm using what is called a shoulder bolt. And this is a bolt or a screw that has a smooth barrel that allows you to pivot. These are generally made for like brake levers and stuff like that on motorcycles or bicycles. And this is going to allow us to ensure that the swing plate rotates freely. So I've got a, what size is this? This is a 9/64 inch drill bit, and I'll put a link in the description for where you can get these bolts. I'm going to start by drilling out for the top here. And then I'm going to drill out the bottom. Now, I am probably going to want to nest the top of this head, so I need to measure this out and get the corresponding drill bit. So I will be right back. So to countersink the top of this shoulder bolt, I actually need to use an 11/32 bit, and I've marked out the depth here so I don't go too far. I don't love using a bit this wide, but we're going to give it a shot. Huh. I thought that would be okay. I'm probably going to have to move up a size to 3/8. Now, of course, the threaded portion of this is narrower than the barrel, which is still narrower than the head. So I've got to use a, which one is this? A 13/64 bit to center out this hole. There we go. So now we are going to have to drill that far down to make sure that the bottom part of this shoulder bolt actually fits inside the base here. Okay, with the top now fixed to the bottom here, I'm going to use my flush cut bit. Now this has a bearing that's going to ride around the base, and it's going to cut out the identical shape for the top. So everything is going to match and line up evenly. Now, I learned my lesson the hard way that trying to do this without hot glue on either end is going to cause the top to move, and I'm going to get an indentation that's not going to match. So just make sure that you hot glue this. I'm going to do the long ends, and then I'm going to take it over to a miter saw and just trim the edges off. With everything now fitted, I'm going to drop some super glue or some CA glue into the bottom of the little battery holes. Just going to use some accelerator to get this glue to cure. All right, before we put the magnets into the bases of these holes here, I'm just going to give it a coat of True Oil. And that's how you make a swing lid box for your fly fishing flies. What's kind of cool about this is that you can separate your nymphs from your dry flies. Anyway, I hope you found the video helpful. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks for watching.